Hello and welcome to another session of Me Programming Daily. Today I'll be walking you through the fix I applied to the function that was broken yesterday that couldn't calculate the widths of blocks and their connections correctly. I have it here. So now we have only like 4 functions that determine the width of all blocks and all connections. They are pretty compact, I think. So once I fix the build errors, I fixed this off camera. It was just a little bit of work. Once I fix the build errors, I'll try to utilize the new width function in the rendering process. That will allow me to drop all these extensive functions determining the block width, etc., etc. So I hope you have your drink of choice ready. I got myself some coffee now. And let's write some code. Okay, this builds. So now we'll be trying to weave this map of dimensions into the rendering process. And just a refresher, the diagram looks like this right now. We won't get rid of the clashes, but at least we'll be presenting the correct width of the diagram. here we'll use the new function with the one. So we have our dimensions and then a block. And now we also have to modify this function. So this is the type. 2, 3, 4th argument. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's dimensions. So this is going to be incorrect for now. But we can survive that. So what should change visually is probably our diagram is going to be looking very incorrectly. Yep, because we don't have much in the list of widths. But I think at least we can always correct it. But at the least, the width of our diagram should be correct. So let's change quickly this 0.1 to say 3.1. So now the connection cells are still going to be incorrect, but the spaces between blocks should be corrected. Yes. So if we close our eyes and use our imagination, the width of question 1 is the width of its children plus all the connections. So 3.1 of this connection, 3.1 of this connection, and 3.1 of this connection. So we could easily fit 1, 2, 3 of those connections here. Okay, so this is finally working, I think. So let's think how we could solve the problem of update gamma connections, where we do the lookup in dimensions and we either find nothing or we find just a 0. Well, maybe not a 0, but not the width of the block we're connecting to. So let's see where we use this update gamma connections. Honestly, I don't have a good idea how to resolve it yet, but maybe an idea will come to me if we just start refactoring. So first of all, render all should not be render all. It should be render, or maybe it should be render all. I know it. Let's just leave it alone. We have bigger problems to fix now. Okay. This should not be used. Okay, so this is one of the best parts, just removing code. So we are 257. I think we should be able to shave off roughly 100 lines. Dimensions stay, dimensions prime stay. Width we need to rename. Maybe let's start addressing some of those warnings. We have tons of them. Well, maybe not warnings, suggestions. 84 hints. Ooh. Oh no, these are warnings. Okay. Let's go back here. And let's remove all the functions that we don't need. Okay, so this is good. And the blocks module, we reduced to under 200 lines. That is beautiful. Very nice. Well, it would be even nicer if it actually produced reliable results, but let's look at the time. We still have a little bit of time to figure out how to address that problem with widths. Because right now, we only track the widths of connections. No, that's the wrong render. It should be here. So I'm thinking, just for now, as a quick and dirty fix, let's supplement this function, update gamma connections, with an extra width. The width of the target. Let's see how those origins are formulated. Do we even need that lookup in the origin? Because with this gamma connection, guess. Yeah, we don't even need that lookup in the origins because, okay, it does exist in the origins lookup. But what does it even... Oh, that's a destination. we're looking at the destination. Now that lookup is needed. Then we look up the dimensions, but that's only of the connection. We have the origin, formulate gamma connection. We have origin, connection destination, collection destination width. What if, instead of formulating those gamma connections, we formulated the widths, or we updated the collection of dimensions? Okay, let's do this as an exercise now. No, I'll have to sleep on it and think what to do with those widths, because we have a very good thing going. We have those widths of connections formulated correctly. We have this width that we can calculate correctly. At the moment, I don't believe those gamma connections really belong in here. I think they should belong in a different render, here in the render all, because we're looping through the gamma connections anyway. So here, I'm going to leave a hook for the next session. So the types are going to be very similar. Or maybe not so similar. We're going to get a map of ID and double. We're going to get the ID. And we're going to return this map. So let's write a draft of a function like that. Update dimensions. Dimensions. ID. Oh, this has to be a maybe. Just to fit it in nicely with other functions. Update dimensions. Just a safe space. Let's insert a random value because here we do not have the width of a block. We can measure it, but oh, but we have it. So our dimensions would look like this. No, that will not work. Because at this stage we don't really know the width of the entire fork. I think. Let's run a quick experiment also. Up to date. See, we have this action F leading to question D, and that's fine. But something tells me if we wanted the action F to lead to a block directly preceding it, it would break. Because that block is not in the list of origins yet. Let's test that. So again, action F. Let's do action F prom 1. And let's have this lead to action F. It has nothing to do with building. I think it should crash. Yes. IDF does not exist in the collection of origins. Okay, but that just reinforces my idea that we should probably rethink how the gamma connections are formulated. Oh, and this is also wrong. Okay. Okay, but this we can deal with during upcoming sessions. For now, I'm pretty happy with the progress. We know that the width of the diagram is calculated correctly, and it is incorporated into the rendering process. Let's now, in order to prepare us for the next session, just remove this 3.1. Let's replace it with 0.1. That doesn't make the diagram look any more correct, but it will all look correct once we get those connections fixed. And let's also remove the F1. So we basically need a new home for this. Update gamma origin, update gamma connections. But it will all come in time, I believe. So this is a good moment to wrap the session up for today. So I thank you all for your attention today, for your patience, and I hope to see you all next time during the next session. Bye. Take care.